Hey, what is happening, Bulls and Bears? You watching Bull Boom Bear Bust? My name is JJ, and we're back with another dose of economic. You know what? We've got a serious topic today, folks. This is a big one. Actors going homeless. That's right. These multimillionaire actors that you think are so successful. They're walking on the red carpet. They're dining at fancy dinners. They've got these mansions, MTV cribs, all that. Actors going homeless. How is that possible? Well, it's because of the strike. Now, you would think that actors they would have a lot of money. Well, it's only a small group of actors that really make it to that A-list celebrity level. But with the strike happening and with the cost of living being so amazingly or enormously high right now, even actors are feeling the pinch because of the strike and the high cost of living combination. Let's talk about some of these recent stories here. Let's get into this one first. Ron Perlman. Now, I've seen this guy before. I couldn't tell you what movies he's in. I'm sure I could look it up, but it doesn't matter. The point is, here's what he said. Ron Perlman threatens studio executive who wants to drag on strike until people go homeless. So they're using the uh, thought or threat of people going homeless or actors going homeless to try to get this to bend a little bit on these negotiations. The studio executives are saying the actors are being just trying to think of the word they use, irrational in their demands for more pay. But take a look at this next article here. And this is out of Deadline. Billy Porter says he has been forced to sell his house due to the strikes. Folks, so this is, it should be a valuable lesson, I think, that even if you're doing very well financially, things could change in a hurry. When this actor here purchased his home, maybe he rents, we'll look it up here in a minute. But when he moved into this home, do you think he ever envisioned that there would be a strike? All these people that bought at the top of this housing bubble, did any of them envision getting laid off? Well, a lot of them, if they haven't been laid off, a lot of them are going to be laid off here in the coming months. And I think this is going to be probably playing out still for a few more years, this economic decline that we're in right now. But let's get into this article here and kind of see where this actor stood. And here's an excerpt in here from an interview that he did. Quote, I have to sell my house because we're on strike. So he owned his home, or the bank owned it. Because we're on strike and I don't know when we're going to be back to work, he said in an interview with Evening Standard. In support of his music career, a lot of actors do that. They seem like they would make enough money just acting, but they go into music, they go into everything else, comedy, comedians becoming actors, actors becoming musicians, uh, actors becoming comedians, musicians, a lot of different things. Anyways, the life of an artist until you make FU money, which he hasn't made yet, is still check to check. Wow, actors living paycheck to paycheck. Would you ever imagine that? He continues, I was supposed to be in a new movie and on a new television show starting in September. None of that is happening. And look at this Hollywood Studios WGA strike endgame is to let writers go broke before resuming talks in the fall. So these executives, they have the leverage. And how many actors will go broke? How many more actors are going to sell their home and have to move as the strike drags on? Now, I'm sure some of you out there right now are saying, JJ, who cares about the actors? They don't contribute anything to society. I would say you're wrong. Let's name all the things actors contribute to society. They entertain us. They keep us entertained. They entertain us. I'll think of more things here in a minute. They make us laugh. That's entertainment. They make us cry. Guess that's entertainment. If they're good actors, they can make you cry. Anyways, writers, it's more than just actors. Writers, directors, a lot of people are being financially hurt by this. Let's talk about the broader effect, though, on the economy. When you have this many people out of work, that's another slowdown in consumer spending. All this money that's normally in the economy not being spent. What does that mean? Well, we're a consumer-based economy. It's propped up on consumer spending. So we're going to see areas such as LA, a lot more layoffs. as this continues to drag on. This one comes to us from Insider. Anonymous studio execs reportedly said they're willing to let writers be on strike until they're homeless. A writer from FX's hit The Bear show, never seen that, called the comments, quote, vile and, quote, the worst possible PR move. It's pretty interesting that they're willing to drag this out until, these people are homeless. Now, this doesn't end at just actors and writers. Quote, they don't act or write, but the Hollywood strikes are putting them out of work. I shouldn't say quote, but that was the headline of this article. Quote, we don't want to end up homeless or on the streets, but if the studios refuse to give workers a fair contract, that could happen to thousands of workers. Those who serve film and TV production, but who may never be credited and are not part of any disputed contract, are held hostage by this overall situation. It says here, the story continues, the estimated financial impact of these two strikes could be at least $4 billion globally, according to Milken Institute's chief global strategist. Shutting down set design shops, craft services, janitorial contractors, and a host of other businesses that rely on the movie industry to make money. Well, let me throw in my 2 cents. Of course, you knew I'm always going to throw in my 2 cents, right? Maybe even 3 cents. I couldn't care if Hollywood entirely got tore down and plowed over. And how's about plant some crops up there and start growing some food up there instead of making movies? Have it be the farming capital of the world. That's feels up to me. I might actually do that. Now, those of you watching me right now that have an income that's dependent on this movie industry or film industry, or maybe are connected to it in some way, of course, you're probably cursing me out right now. I'm sorry. Let me know what you think down in comments. I can understand if you're affected by this, but we see a lot of twists and turns with the economy and with jobs, jobs that used to be here are not here anymore. Just ask the people that used to work at Blockbuster Video, those video rental places. They had to change with the times. And as people have less and less money to devote towards entertainment, will acting become less in demand anyway? Also, there's articles out there about AI actors and how a lot of studios are just going to have completely AI people in the movies and not even real actors. So think about that. You don't have to pay the stuntman, you don't have to pay the actors, but will the stars let their AI personalities or let their AI twins, so to speak, appear in the movies? Well, they'll probably still have to pay to show somebody that's really famous. But you get my point. Hollywood is shifting away towards, paying actors. It may not seem like that, but AI is definitely a big part of at least the plans. What's the one with the blue people? All right, I'm not a movie guy. I'm not even going to try. I'm sorry. Please let me know down in the comments, the AI movies that have already came out. And maybe not AI, maybe it's just not animation. There's a reason why I don't dip into these types of topics too often, but this one, it has an impact on the overall economy. And it's interesting when you see people such as actors, even famous actors that have been in movies and on TV shows, losing their homes, having to move out of their home. A lot of people think that you make a lot of money, there's no problems. Well, it's usually more money, more problems, and the more money you make, the more you're going to borrow. So you just want to get into a bigger house and get that biggest payment that you can get qualified for, so you could have the biggest possible house. Not too many people go out and say, "Oh, look at how much money I'm making. I'm going to buy the smallest possible house and borrow the least amount of money that I qualify for." No, it's just the opposite. Usually, people are going to borrow the most money they can qualify for, and they're going to extend and leverage themselves as much as possible to try to keep up with the Joneses, the Smiths, the Johnsons, whoever lives next door, you know. Anyways, what do you think about this, folks? Please let me know down in comments. Are you affected by this? Do you think that Hollywood should be entirely plowed over and plant some crops? Would it affect you? Would it make things better? Please let me know down in comments. Either way, everybody keep stacking. Come back for more news and updates. Please hit that like, subscribe button if you'd like to support what we talk about here. As always, keep stacking. Big love. Bye for now.